Hello everyone. In this video I am going to talk about Mohr circle for plane stress and plane strain on thin cylinders. A plane on which no tangential stress occurs is called principal plane. Normal stresses occurring on principal planes are called principal stresses. Let's consider a member subjected to an axial force P, normal stress sigma n, tangential stress sigma t for a plane inclined at an angle theta with vertical are calculated by using this formula. Now consider a member or element subjected to maximum principal stress sigma 1 along x directions and minimum principal stress sigma 2 acting along vertical direction. The normal stress sigma n, tangential stress sigma t for a plane inclined at an angle theta with vertical are calculated by using this formula. The angle between the normal stress and the resultant stress phi is known as obliquity and it can be calculated using this formula. Now consider a element subjected to normal stress sigma x along x direction, sigma y along y directions with shear stress tau xy. The maximum and minimum principal stresses can be calculated using this formula. The maximum shear stress can be calculated using this formula. Using this angle formula we can able to calculate the position of principal planes theta 1 and theta 2. Once we know the theta 1 and theta 2, we can able to calculate the position of principal shear planes using these relations. Stress tensor sigma. For a three-dimensional system, the stress tensor is given by this formula. This is the stress tensor for two-dimensional. Mohr circle. Mohr circle is a graphical method to determine the maximum principal stress sigma 1, minimum principal stress sigma 2, maximum shear stress tau max and the position of principal plane. To construct the Mohr circle, first mark sigma x and sigma y on x-axis. Then locate the center point of the Mohr circle. From sigma y, draw a perpendicular line of length tau xy. Now take the distance from the center point to this point and complete the circle. The center point is at a distance of sigma x plus sigma y by 2 from the y axis. Radius of Mohr circle represent the value of maximum shear stress. This radius represent the maximum shear stress and the plane or line OA represents the maximum principal plane, OB represents minimum principal plane, this vertical line represents the maximum shear stress plane. Normal stress on the plane of maximum shear stress is represented by coordinate of center of Mohr circle. The center of the Mohr circle is given by this coordinate and the radius of the Mohr circle is equal to the tau max maximum shear stress and is given by this formula, and then the plane of maximum shear stress, that is the line joining this point to center point of the Mohr circle. The coordinates on this point is given by sigma x plus sigma y by 2 comma tau max. That means on the plane of maximum shear stress, normal stress is not 0. It has some value. It is the average of sigma x and sigma y. Mohr circle reduces to a point in case of hydrostatic loading and zero shear. In case of pure shear, center will fall at origin. In uniaxial tension, the whole Mohr circle falls on the right of the vertical axis. In uniaxial compression, the Mohr circle falls on the left of the vertical axis. In case of pure, the center coincide with the intersection of horizontal and vertical axis. That is, it is coincide with the origin. In case of hydrostatic compression, Mohr circle becomes a point and lies on the left side, being a compression. This is a Mohr circle which represents when a shaft is subjected to axial force, bending moment and twisting torque. Analysis of strain. Notations have usual meanings. Use this formula to determine major principal strain. Use this formula to determine the minor principal strain. Thin cylinders and spheres. If the ratio of thickness to diameter of the cylinders less than or equal to 1/20, then those cylinders are known as thin cylinders. If it is greater than 1/20, then they are known as thick cylinders. A thin cylinder subjected to a circumferential stress and a longitudinal stress. Circumferential stress, also known as hoop stress, that is sigma c equal to Pd by 2T, where P is the pressure, D is the diameter, T is the thickness. And longitudinal stress is Pd by 4T. It is generally half of the circumferential stress. And using this formula, you can find out circumferential strain EC. E is Young's modulus and 1 by m is Poisson's modulus. And the circumferential strain, in the circumference directions, diameter is changing, hence circumferential strain also can be given by change in diameter by original diameter. Now using these two formulas, we can find the unknowns. And similarly, longitudinal strain EL is given by this formula. In longitudinal directions, due to the pressures in the cylinder, the length is changing, hence longitudinal strain EL can be written as change in length by original length. Volume of cylinder is given by pi by 4 d square into L, and change in volume is given by the relations dV equal to 2 times of circumferential strain plus longitudinal strain into volume of the cylinder. Shear stress is equal to torque upon radius. The greatest shear stress, tau max, is equal to Pd by 8T. An elastic body is subjected to a tensile stress X in particular direction and a compressive stress Y in its perpendicular direction. X and Y are unequal magnitude, and the plane of maximum shear stress in the body will be both normal stress and shear stress. We know that this line passing through the center of the Mohr circle is known as plane of maximum shear stress. In the plane of maximum shear stress, the y-axis, y coordinate is equal to tau max, and x coordinate is equal to mean of sigma x and sigma y. Hence, in the plane of maximum shear, this coordinate has normal stress and maximum shear stress. Hence, it has both normal stress and shear stress, maximum shear stress. Plane of maximum shear is subjected to normal stress and maximum shear stress. A cylindrical elastic body subjected to a pure torsion about its axis develops tensile stress in a direction 45 degree to the axis. Now look at this element. The two shear stresses can be replaced by this force, and then another two shear stresses can be replaced this shear stress along these directions. So if an element is subjected to pure torsion, one diagonal is subjected to tensile stress. If the two principal strains at a point are 1000 into 10 power minus 6 and minus 600 into 10 power minus 6, then the maximum shear strain is. We know that maximum shear strain pi max is equal to strain maximum principal strain minus minimum principal strain. Now substituting these two values here, we can get 1600 into 10 power minus 6. It is not 16,000, it is 1600. Answer is C. The figure shows the state of stress at certain point in a stressed body. The magnitudes of normal stress in the x and y directions are 100 megapascal and 20 megapascal compression. The radius of the Mohr circle is given by, we know that radius is given by this formula. Substituting sigma x, sigma y and tau xy, we can get the radius equal to 60 megapascal. This radius of the Mohr circle represents the maximum shear stress, and here the tau xy is not given, hence it is taken 0, and sigma y is considered minus because it is a compression in nature. If the principal stresses in a plane stress problem are sigma 1 and 100 megapascal, sigma 2 equal to 40 megapascal, the magnitude of the maximum shear stress will be, the magnitude of the maximum shear stress is equal to radius of the Mohr circle. It can be calculated using this formula, tau max equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2, or using this formula, root of sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 whole square plus tau xy. Now using this formula, we can get 30 megapascal. Answer is C. The state of plane stress at a point is given by sigma x 200 megapascal, sigma y 100 megapascal and tau xy 100 megapascal. The maximum stress is maximum shear stress is given by this formula. It is not the principal stress, hence we cannot use this formula tau max equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2. So it is a stresses in x and y directions. Use this, that means root of sigma x minus sigma 2, sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 whole square plus tau x square. That represents the radius of Mohr circle, that is equal to maximum shear stress, 118.8 megapascal. Answer is A. And this values showing that the maximum principal stress sigma 1 and minimum principal stress sigma 2. The three-dimensional state of stress at a point is given by this matrix. The shear stress in the xy plane at the same point is then equal to, that means that tau xy is equal to, we know that stress tensor in a three-dimensional is given by this matrix. It is a 3 cross 3 matrix. It is showing there are total 9 parameters. However, this tau xy and tau yx are equal. Similarly, tau xz, tau zx are equal, and tau yz and tau zy are equal. Hence we need totally 6 parameters to represent the stress tensor sigma. Here we have to calculate this shear stress on xy plane, that is tau xy, compare the matrix here, the tau xy equal to 10 megapascal. Answer is C. At a point in a stressed body, the state of stress on two planes 45-degree apart, that means this plane and this plane is shown below. Determine the two principal stresses. That means we have to calculate sigma 1 and sigma 2, and sigma x is equal to 8 megapascal, tau xy 3 megapascal. Normal stress on this plane is equal to 2 megapascal. Tangential stress on the plane is 3 megapascal. Now use this formula. Normal stress is equal to sigma x plus sigma y upon 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 into cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Substituting the value of sigma x and tau xy and theta values and normal stress 2 megapascal in this equation, we can able to find out sigma y. Now we are ready with sigma x, sigma y and tau xy. Using the formula of maximum principal stress and minimum principal stress, we can able to get maximum principal stress is equal to 8.48 megapascal and minimum principal stress is equal to minus 10.48 megapascal. A shaft subjected to torsion experiences a pure shear stress tau on the surface. The maximum principal stress on the surface, which is at 45 degree to the axis, will have a value of 2 tau sin 45 and cos 45. Answer is D. Further, it can be reduced to tau. The maximum and minimum principal stresses respectively from the Morse circles are, there is a diagram representing this sigma 1 and sigma 2. This is the diagrams. In this Morse circle looks like a point at a value of 175 megapascal from the vertical axis. From this we can understand tau max is equal to 0 and both sigma x and sigma 2 is equal to 175 megapascal. So the answer is B. The Morse circle of a plane stress for a point in a body is shown in figure. The design is to be done on the basis of maximum shear stress theory for yielding. Then yielding will just begin if the designer chooses a ductile material whose yield strength is. We know that tau max is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2. We get minus 45 megapascal by substituting the values, and according to maximum shear stress, the tau max is equal to the half of the yielding stress in tension. So substituting the value of tau max here, we can get yield stress in tension is equal to minus 90 megapascal. And isotropic, for the isotropic material, the yield tension is equal to yield compression stress. It can be represented as plus or minus 90 megapascal. So answer is C. A solid circular shaft of diameter 100 mm is subjected to an axial stress of 50 megapascal. It is further subjected to a torque of 10 kN. The maximum principal stress experienced on the shaft is closest to. That means here the shaft is subjected to a axial stress sigma x and a torque which cause a shear stress tau xy. Then the sigma 1 is equal to, first calculate tau max. It's not tau max, it's tau xy using this formula, and sigma x is nothing but 50 megapascal. Substituting these values in the maximum stress formula, we can get sigma 1 equal to 82 megapascal. A two-dimensional fluid element rotates like a rigid body. At a point within the element, the pressure is 1 unit. Radius of Mohr circle characterizing the state at the point is: for a hydrostatic pressure, normal stress in all directions is the same. The shear stress on any plane is 0. Hence, the radius of Mohr circle is equal to 0. Answer is B. The state of stress at a point under plane stress condition is sigma x 40 megapascal, sigma y 100 megapascal, tau xy 40 megapascal. Then the radius of the Mohr circle is given by this formula: tau max is equal to sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square. Substituting all the three values, we can get tau max is equal to 50 megapascal. Answer is B. A thin cylinder of inner radius 500 mm and thickness 10 mm subjected to an internal pressure of 5 megapascal. The circumferential stress in megapascal is: circumferential stress or hoop stress is given by the formula PD upon 2T, where P is the pressure, D is the diameter, and T is the thickness. All the three values are given. Substituting these three values, we can get hoop stress is equal to 250 megapascal. Answer is B. A thin walled spherical shell is subjected to an internal pressure if the radius of the shell is increased by 1% and the thickness is reduced by 1%, with the internal pressure remaining same. The percentage change in the circumferential stress is: for a spherical shell, the scoop stress and Langmuir stress both are same, then that is equal to PD by 4T. Here the diameter is increased, the radius is increased by 1%, hence d dash is equal to 1.01 times of diameter, and thickness is reduced to by 1%, then t dash is equal to 0.99 times of thickness. And substituting this value here, we can get the change in hoop stress is equal to this much, and the percentage change, by substituting in this formula, we can get this percentage change, which is equal to 2.02%. A long thin walled cylindrical shell closed at both ends is subjected to an internal pressure. The ratio of the hoop stress to Langmuir stress developed in the shell. We know that hoop stress is given by this formula, Langmuir stress is given by the formula. The ratio of hoop stress and Langmuir stress is equal to 2. Answer is B. Thank you.